everyone, how are you today? I hope you are in a good condition because today I'm going to tell you about a very interesting topic. But before we talk about the topic, let me introduce myself first. I'm Putritan Midari, you can just call me Intan. I'm a student of English Language Education from Undiksa or Ganesha University of Education. So, the topic that I'm going to tell you today is about logic intelligence. Are you curious? If you're curious, let's start the topic. So, today the topic is logic intelligence. And I have three subtopics that I would like to tell you. So, the first one about the nature, the second one is about the characteristics, and the third or the last one is about the way to learn this intelligence related to the teaching English for young learners. So, without any further ado, let's start. The first one, let's talk about the nature of logic intelligence. According to Kelly Roll 2019, logic intelligence is the ability of the students for solving the problems that given to them. He also stated that the students are able to give logical reasons for the problems that they solve. Do you get my point? Now, after the nature of logic intelligence, I have to tell you about the characteristics of this intelligence, right? So, I have three characteristics of logic intelligence that I can share to you today. The first one is the students are happy to find out or explore new ideas. It means the students are really easily to get bored, and they will find out new ideas that could challenge them or could make them interest. And the second characteristic is the students are really good in solving the problems. It means when they are get bored, they will explore new ideas, and if they find something like new ideas or new things, they will get challenged. And they will get interest. Therefore, they really want to solve that problems or solve that new things. You get my point? Now, the last characteristic is the students are happy in doing the a little or small scientific experiments. These experiments is aimed to make them feel better after they find the challenge. They will do experiments, and then after they do the experiments, they will know whether that their solutions or the problems is already solved or not. I mean, to make their solution valid, they will do like these experiments, but not kinda big experiments. They may be just like to prove it and okay, I'm right or not. So those are the characteristics of logic intelligence. Do you get my point? Can we jump to the next topic? Now, the last subtopic is about the way to learn this intelligence in related to the teaching English for young learners. So, especially for the teacher who teach the young learners, and if we want to make our students are having this logic intelligence, we have to train or drill them with logical to use their logical thinking, right? Because the key of this logic intelligence is the logical thinking. Therefore, I'd like to share to you about three ways to learn or to train our students or our young learners to have this logic intelligence. So, if you're curious, let's start. The first one is ask them categorizing something. For example, you choose the topic, the first, and I choose my topic is about animals. So now we have to give them picture or the name of the animals or something, and then we can ask the students to categorize the topic. I mean, if the topic is animal, and then I will give them picture or the name of the animals, and then spread to them, and then I will ask the students to categorize the name of the animals based on their ability. For the example, the abilities are the animals that can fly, like bird, butterfly, dragonfly, and then the second ability of the animals is the animals that can walk, maybe like duck, dog, cat, cow, or something. And the last ability can be the animals that can swim, like fish, dolphin, shark. Okay. Maybe for another category is the animals based on their food, carnivore, herbivore, or omnivore, or it can be based on their food or the other. Just make them think to categorize those categories based on your instruction. It's up to you. You get my point? It's easy, right? Okay, now if you already got the first point, let's jump to the second way of teaching this intelligence for young learners. So the second strategy is that make the students arrange the scrambled alphabet. So the step is like give them scrambled alphabet, of course, and then spread to them, and then we explain or give a hint, give a clue. Whether we give a clue or one of their friends give clue if you want them to work in group. So the one who give the clue will tell like if the topic is about animals, like the previous strategy. Now, if I want the students to arrange the word dog, then I will give them clue, or their friends in the group will give a clue, like the way the dog walk, or by barking, or give a clue like doing this if it is a cat. Then after the friends or the one who give the clue, the others will like, oh, guessing what animals is that, and then after that, if they know, they will arrange those scrambled alphabet. Then continue with another person. Maybe if it is chicken, maybe they can do like this, or maybe they can just give a clue based on its sound, based on it walks, something like it is having fun, right? And it is very interesting for them and also challenging for the students. Do you get my point? It's really easy. It's really easy, right? So the first one is what is that? The first game is ask them to categorize the animals, and then the second one is by arranging the scrambled alphabet into a correct name of animal. And then the last way, or the third way that I would like to tell you, is by telling the students a short story. Remember, they are young learners, therefore young learners don't really understand, or don't really need a long story, because they will not able to understand or comprehend or remember your story. Just make it short as possible, and of course you have to use a very understandable language. I mean, don't make it too complex for them. Just use simple sentences for your story, and to make it better, you don't really need to make them read the story. You just tell them directly, I mean verbally. You are the person who tells the story, and then the story here means like the story that related to their daily life. I mean, they can relate to it, not an abstract story or the story that really far with their daily life. So the example is, I tell my students that like this. So yesterday I went to the market. On my way to market, I saw a very big dog. A very big dog. You have to emphasize that the dog was very big to make them think. And then I was very scared. And then I walked, and I walked. After that, make them curious about your story. And after they got curious, you have to tell them to continue your story. Ask them to predict your story. You get my point? I mean, they have to think, what happened to me yesterday when I went to the market and I met a very big dog, and then I got scared, and then after that I walked, and then what happened? Ask them to think, ask them to talk. You know, it will directly make them think critically, logically, give reason, and of course like give some proofs by, oh, you got scared, then you maybe will run, and maybe you will just walk or find another way, something like that. They will give those kind of solutions. Therefore, it kind of train their logical thinking, right? This is the aim that we would like to teach to them. Am I right? Now, have you get my point? From the categorizing the animals or another thing or another topic, and then the second one is by giving Scramble alphabet, then ask them to arrange it by giving clue, of course, to make them work easier. And the last is giving them short and simple stories from your own, and then ask them to continue it. So I think that's really, those ways are really easy to apply, right? It related to their daily life. So I think those are the topics, or those are the subtopics that I can tell you today. Now, I would like to say thank you for everyone that already watched my video. I hope this video is quite useful and give you new inspirations or new ideas to teach or to apply something in the classroom. And if you want to make your students to be able to have the logic intelligence, therefore you have to apply those ways. Maybe one of them. I think you can apply all of them. So I would like to say thank you for enjoying my video. I hope it has inspired you to make your classroom better. And I also want to say sorry if my explanation is not clear enough. If my explanation is, not a direct explanation, I tell you many things. I hope it's understandable enough. And I also hope that you guys who watch this video will give me comments, suggestions, whether it is negative or positive. I really want to know, because I really need to improve my skills, my speaking skills, and others. You can just leave your comments on the comment box, and just don't be hesitated to give me comments, because I know this video is far from the word perfect, because I'm just trying my best. I'm sorry for my mistakes. I hope we can meet in another chances, and you still and you still want to watch my video, because I really enjoy for telling something interesting to you guys. So the last word is see you and goodbye.